Assalamualaikum. In this video, I will show you knife skill. What kind of knife skill you have for beginner in the kitchen. This is the, at least it will be safe for you. Inshallah, you will not get cut. In here, I have what is this? Ginger, garlic, onion. This is chives. You can use this as green onions. For me, I prefer this because this is much cheaper here. This is, let's say, less than half of the spring onions price, and it will last long. And especially for in the fried food, this is somehow much more crunchy. It will keep your food crunchy because maybe there is no oil or the water content is lower compared to the green onions. Carrots and chili. This is the very most common ingredient at your kitchen. Let's try. For the carrots, if you want to make it strip, just use a peeler. It's easy, like for pecel or urap. This recipe much better you strip like this with your peeler. And then for the in fried rice, you can use thin dice. You split your carrots into maybe 5 pieces or something like that, and then this is the way how you hold your knife, and then slice thin. You observe that the tip of the blade almost never leave out from the never leave the cutting board. Then this is if you want to make a long strip, especially for making fritters. This is the easy one. And then now we will make a little bit bigger dice, like you want to make fritters again. And then this one, if you want to make pickles, you can have julienne cut, but a little bit shorter. Or this one is for vegetable stew, little bit rough cut. So with one you can easily have a few cuts. And then this is for the chili. For me, do not cut the bottom, just slice, and then you do like that. You press, or how do you call this? You roll it to remove the seeds. This is the trick. And then you can keep your seeds either for replanting, for seedling or whatever. And then for red onions, red chili, usually we use this only for garnishing. You can have straight cut like this. You can have cross cut, whichever you prefer, or we can have a long strip. Usually this is for garnishing of your fried noodles, or your fried chicken or your fried rice. And then for the ginger, I think much better if you use the spoon. I will try to use knife, but it's not as easy as your spoon. I think your spoon is much easier. But if you do not want to have so many tools, then just use your knife. For the ginger, if you are planning to put it in the blender, so cut it like this, very thin, cross cut like this. So let's say the fibers will be cut also into small pieces, so you will not see any fibers in your food with this kind of cut. But if you want to have shorter strips, for example, if you want to, some people they want to see ginger in their food, like when they make soup or when they make stir fried vegetables, then you can do like this. Or you can have even longer cut. Same thing. You'll just cut it lengthwise. Or if you want to have minced ginger, easier, you just smash it or press it I do not like to smash the food because it's so noisy. Sometimes it's jumping far. So just press it like this, and then you can mince your ginger. This is good if you are planning to make a ginger tea. You are planning to boil and strain. This is easy if you do not have blender. The easier one, use blender. And then for the spring onions or chives, you can have straight cut like this or cross cut. This is also mostly for garnishing. And then you can split also like this, especially for the fried rice or fried noodles, for garnishing mostly, or for the stir fried vegetables. You can keep it long like this, any whatever you like. And then for the garlic, I do not agree if you smash the garlic, because most probably you will not use all of them unless you are planning to use all of them. And then you see the base of this is very sharp. For me to not try to at least how do you call this, squeeze first the garlic before you open, so it's much easier to peel, because the base of this is very sharp. It might dig to your fingernail. Or you can do like this also, press with your knife, and then you will open it even easier. But if you are planning to use all, then you can smash it. Halas, it's okay. But mostly once you press the middle and twist it, it's much easier to open. If you are planning to fry it, like for adobo, for what is this, peanut adobo, then you can slice very thin, as much as possible. It's even, and then you can deep fry this to sprinkle in your fried food. I mean fried noodles, soup, or you can dice it, thin dice. This is thin dice. You can have a bigger dice, the split like that, and then you cut into 3 or 4. Then you have a bigger dice. Or you can have minced garlic. It's easy again. You just press it, and then you will slice thin. For the onions, always process your onions last, and then as much as possible leave the root. The root will be the place for us for holding it. Otherwise you will have teary eyes. For me, always process your or cut your onion last, and if possible do it outdoor with good ventilation to avoid crying. Do not start cooking your let's say processing your ingredients with slicing onion or chopping onions. Otherwise, from the beginning you will have teary eyes already. This one, if you want to have thin slice onions for frying, or for let's say for sprinkle again over your, we use a lot of slice onion. And then this is diced onion, the thin dice. This is good for your, let's say, cooking fried, let's say fried rice, fried noodles, or thicker dice, rougher. If you prefer rough, like for sisig, or you can chop it rough. This is chopped garlic. If you want to put in stir fried vegetables, so because we want to see the big chunk of onions there, like this. So from one onion we have so many cuts, at least 4 cuts here. It depends whichever you prefer. That's all.